Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the FinTech Hunting Podcast. This is a very special episode. We are here live in Las Vegas. We're at ICE Technology, and I have two amazing guests for you today. We've got Eric Kujala of ICE. We've got Paul Orlando from Lender Price. They're going to be sharing their knowledge and their insights. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
We even got the geese in the background. They're excited about what we're doing. So let's start off. You guys have an incredible partnership with Lender Price, with ICE. You've got great integrations. Eric, tell me a little bit about what makes that partnership special.
Well, one is just connecting the ecosystem. That's kind of the whole point, because we know that lenders, servicers, they all want to buy different things. They want to explore ways to optimize their efficiencies internally, and choice is the best way to do it. And providing a robust partner network is the opportunity for them to have that choice. We would love for them to buy everything that we do, right? But we also know that's highly unrealistic. And we want to make sure that we're partnering with the best people in the ecosystem. So it's great to have Lender Price as part of that ecosystem, which is fantastic.
Paul, tell me a little bit about the integration. Tell me about what you guys have done to make sure that you're connected to that ecosystem.
So one of the things that we're proud of is that, we utilize whatever tools ICE makes available to us in order to ensure that it's a seamless transition from our system back into the Encompass platform. And, as they come out with new enhancements, we work with them. And I think one of the things that's really good is that if we have any questions, we've got a dedicated representative. We get on the phone with them and say, hey, either we or a client of ours has a question. Can we jump on a three-way call? And it's great to get everybody collaborating together. It's not a situation where that's your problem, go away. We're always working together in order to make the system best for both of our mutual clients.
I love it, and I think it's that attention to detail. That's what I see here at ICE Experience. I've said this before, not just because Eric's here. This is my favorite conference of the year. When you go to the exhibit hall, it's filled. Why? Because ICE does a great job of bringing people in, and they stay there. They interact with the vendors. They're talking to everybody. It's about collaboration. You sit in the hallway, and people are like, do you need anything? How's everything going? It's that attention to detail. It's that spirit of collaboration that makes this such a special event. And you guys pulling together and bringing technology together is what it's all about. Let's talk a little bit about, you guys announced earlier in the year, SDK is sunsetting and transitioning. All right, I appreciate the correction on that verbiage. So, Paul, what makes that transition and how you guys have approached that so special for your clients?
So the greatest thing for us is that it has zero impact on us from the standpoint that we never used SDK. We went straight into their APIs, and that's what we've been using all along. So for us and our clients, there's going to be zero impact. And again, it's just one of those things that as partners, we've worked together over years to make sure that when we were instituting our solution, we were putting in, the best thing for our clients. APIs was where they were adding into the Encompass platform when we were getting going. So we said that's where we were going to go.
Yeah, it was a big topic yesterday in the partner advisory board meeting as well. So, and to be quite frank, we have to get better at the way we message these things as well, and arm our partners with the talk tracks and the reasons why, so they can have the engaging conversation they need to. So it was a big topic in yesterday's partner advisory board meeting as well. So.
And you mentioned the advisory board meeting. I know there was the executive summit. Just got done with the kickoff of the general session.
The sunglasses is still going right now. Yeah.
Give me a couple of quick highlights from ICE Experience so far, and what do you guys hope to accomplish from the event?
Yeah, I think you said it in the beginning. It's all about kind of collaboration. So last year was the first year that we had the Black Knight folks as part of this, right? As part of this event, they bring over a level of expertise that just enhances the overall experience around the ecosystem. And they actually introduced some ideas for us even around this conference. So yesterday, Tuesday, Sunday, and Monday were the forums, where it's a collaborative effort to sit down, get direct user feedback, and we started to introduce the origination technologies to that. So it's historically predominantly servicing and data analytics focused. Origination dove into it Sunday and Monday. And then we actually introduced the MLS folks to it, which is great. So, and they've got their own room. They're actually having just about 100 MLS representation here. And then our fixed income and data services team around capital markets has their own thing that's also running at the same time. So it's now starting, you'll see this wheel. I don't know if you've ever seen the wheel. Yeah, so there's the wheel, that's what we call it right now. But it's starting to connect that ecosystem. That's what you'll see here. That's what you'll see next year. And then hopefully the year after that and so on. Just to show how we're tightening up that integration, that collaboration, that ecosystem around the entire industry. So,
Well, and I think one thing that makes that ecosystem so powerful is all of the new integration. The integration, the innovation that you guys bring to the table, and the innovation that partners bring to the table. Paul, you guys have a lot of exciting things happening. Talk to me a little bit about some of the new innovative things that you guys are doing at Lender Price.
So we recently rolled out our correspondent bidding and committing formula, where correspondent lenders can interact with the individual correspondents that they support to upload bid takes, have them processed, and put that right into the Encompass. We're also utilizing the Encompass authorities levels and commitment levels within the system. So that's a really good plus for us. Another thing, everybody's talking about AI and how it can work within your systems. And we are in the finishing stages of some new AI support for loan officers, where we're taking individual clients' guidelines in a PDF form, and we're reading that in, and their individual loan officers can say, what are the guidelines for this? And it'll go out and search their information as well as the Fannie Freddie guides and come back and say, here's what you'll need to qualify. Or looking at the loan parameters that you put in, this loan is well within the range. And then you can take that information and actually say, could you write me an email for that? And it'll create an email that they can cut and paste into an email to their individual clients. So that's going to be something that we'll be really rolling out in the next month.
Well, I love the AI discussion. For one, I was really pleased at the kickoff of the general session. I counted at least 5 times that AI was mentioned from center stage, from the executive team at ICE. So it's exciting there. For those of you that are watching Wednesday, there'll be an AI session. I'm honored to be a host of an incredible panel. We've got AI experts from around the world. One's an AI advisor to the United Nations. So ICE has brought on big hitters for that. Eric, as we start winding down, what's 1 or 2 things that you say, hey, I want people to make sure that they know if they couldn't come to ICE Experience, why should they come next year? Or what are some of the benefits that people get from attending an event like this?
Sure. I mean, I'll go back to what you said earlier, the collaboration aspect behind it. That's really the main focus. And number one is like you get a chance to provide input and influence what we do in next year's and the years after that, not only just amongst us, but amongst your colleagues and your peers. I think last year we had 2,200 people. I think we broached 3,000 this year.
Congratulations.
So thank you. No, it's not because we're doing a good job. It's because we're promoting things to improve that collaboration across the ecosystem is what really drives it. And you have an opportunity to connect with a bunch of people. I mean,
well, let's talk about that connection for a second, because I think one thing that you guys do differently than most conferences is you have a number of constituents that you have to serve in this conference.
Yes.
You have users because it is a user conference.
Right.
You have users on the origination side. You have users on the servicing side.
Sure.
You have executives on the servicing side. You have executives on the origination side.
Yep.
Then you have partners who are on the origination side and on the servicing side.
That's right.
And when all of those groups come together, something special happens. I mean, Paul, you were telling me yesterday, I don't know, you had 46 or 48 meetings. Where else can you do that with key decision makers?
I think, collaboration, as you said, is great. And last year we had 36 sessions, meetings with clients. This year we have 46 sessions. And that goes to the growth in people attending the conference and in the ability to, just sit down face to face and have a 30-minute or an hour-long discussion about what's going on. And then, you've got the more formal settings, but there's so many great things to do in this area. You go out to lunches and dinners and, have that time to release a little and just have fun and getting to know people better. rather than just always talking about business. So it gives you both the chance to explore the business side as well as get to know your clients on a personal level.
Build these relationships. Yep.
Yeah, because the more you know about people, the better opportunity you have to serve their needs and really take things to the next level.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned relationships. Believe it or not, all three of us are Michiganders. Most of the time, we don't see each other in Michigan. We see each other much more at these conferences. But for those of you who are watching, I can honestly say these are two of the best individuals you'll ever meet in the industry. Talk to them, collaborate with them, let them share their knowledge and expertise. They have so much to share with you. And I couldn't be more blessed to call them friends, colleagues, collaborators. So enjoy this episode of the FinTech Hunting Podcast.